If it was up to me, NFL would be outlawed. If it was up to me, would be no more NBA, because it's not benefiting the black community. You don't marry black women. You don't live in the black community. You don't hire black people. I mean, what good is the NFL and NBA? What good is it? You drive around the neighborhood 50 times so everybody can see you got a bench, you got signed, and you don't come back to help nobody get where you at. See, we got a problem in the black community where most of our sons are going to be football players, or so they think. They're going to be basketball players, or so they think. And unfortunately, we reinforce sports and entertainment above academics and professional achievement. That's right. That's right. I know it for a fact. I know it for a fact. If I go to any one of these schools, I bet you the best football player got pictures all over the place. Probably flunk in every class. But he can shoot that ball. He can catch that ball. And then all the kids making A's and B's, you don't even know their name. That's right. Because the black community socializes its men for physical exploitation by white corporations. Let me say it again. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. The black community socializes its boys so they can be physically exploited by white commercial capitalism. The NFL operates just like the slave auction. What they call it? The lottery. There ain't no damn lottery. That's an auction. Which one of these you want? He's 7'1", 300 pounds. He's a Wake Forest nigga. Which one you want? We got Zion Williams, 280. Baby Charles Barkley from the Blue Devils. How much you want for him?
We shouldn't confuse income with independence, because NBA athletes are rich. NBA athletes are not powerful. You see, NFL athletes are rich. NFL athletes are not powerful. If they were powerful, they would have stood with Colin Kaepernick. If the NBA athletes were powerful, LeBron James would have stood with the Milwaukee Bucks 2 seasons ago when they wanted to protest. So they have money, they don't have power. And too often we make the mistake of assuming that rich people are powerful people. Not at all. Power has nothing to do with income. Power is in the strength to control institutions and industries. We don't control institutions or industries. We don't have power. We have money. People with power are able to destroy the people with money when they don't do what they want them to do. We have one black owner in the NFL, Michael Jordan, who clearly is not loyal to black people. You don't have a black owner at all in the National Football League. There's no power there. We don't make the decisions. White people make the decisions for the NFL football players. White people make the decisions for the NBA players. There's no power. It's just a lot of money, Baba. And if you notice, they're only allowed to use their money the same way we use our money, and that is to have fun. NBA players don't use their money to empower. NFL players don't use their money to empower. I remember one time I had a ex-professional athlete had me on his podcast. And at the end of his podcast, I started talking about the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy and how I needed other athletes to come and support what I'm trying to do, build schools for black boys. And he promptly ended the conversation. In other words, as long as the conversation didn't have a goal, as long as the conversation didn't have a practical aspect, as long as the conversation did not evolve to one of execution and behavior, we were okay. But the minute I started talking about action steps that athletes can take to support the black liberation struggle, he got out the conversation. So our professionals are not powerful, Baba. They're not powerful.
Yeah, Michael used to donate money on the side. We don't have to put rich people on blast that they give money and mess up.
I don't believe we got to put them on blast, Baba. Nobody's asking them to be the front man. Nobody's asking them to be the front man. Most of our black celebrities donate to causes that are considered safe by white people. They're scared of white people, period. I've been around many of these celebrities. They are scared of white people. It doesn't matter if you don't give their name. That would be foolish to expose who they are, but they are scared of white people. They have gotten to where they are through the aid of whites. It doesn't matter how much talent they got, whether you're LeBron James, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, they got where they got through assistance from white people, period. And they stay where they stay through the assistance of white people. And I don't want to single out the athletes and entertainers. And I'm only using those names because they're prominent. I'm not castigating LeBron, Oprah, or Jay-Z. They're just the more prominent ones. So I'm using them as an example, not with any particular intent. But here's the issue, Baba. I don't want to single out the celebrities because they are no different than the rest of us. They're no different than the rest of us. And I would even beg the question, why are we asking celebrities to do what everyday black people have not done? To me, it is unfair to ask a billionaire to risk his billions when the ones on the bottom ain't even risking their hundreds and thousands. To me, it is not fair to ask Oprah. It is not fair to ask Jay-Z. It is not fair to ask LeBron to risk the comfort of their own families to help black people who won't do nothing to help themselves. I mean, at the end of the day, Baba, at the end of the day, we are $2 trillion people. We are richer than Jay-Z. We are richer than LeBron. We are richer than Oprah as a collective group. And we're not doing anything for ourselves. So why in the hell are we asking them to do what we don't even want to do? It is hypocrisy to ask Oprah to sacrifice millions when we won't even sacrifice hundreds. That's hypocrisy. We have to do the work first. And once we do the work, they will automatically get on board. They will have no choice. They will have no choice, but they have to see us sacrifice first. They have too much to lose. Too much to lose. They have to know that black people are serious before they get in the game.
What he did, even I didn't even support Obama. I think that they tricked us.
Oh, well, they didn't trick black folks. We cannot say they tricked us anymore. We can't even say Obama tricked us because he didn't trick me. You see, black people's love of white people is so deep, Baba, that we will, hold on, let me finish this thought. We will subvert our common sense. We will subvert our intelligence, Baba. We are so in love with white people that we will turn off our brain. We will turn off the thinking mechanism so that we can indulge our integrationist fantasy and love affair with the European. We knew Barack Obama wasn't going to do nothing for black folks. We knew it. We knew Joe Biden wasn't going to do nothing for black folks. Why? Because you've been here for 400 years under the white man. And you've been here longer than that, okay, before the white man. But 400 years under the white man, 4 centuries, you cannot claim that you don't know better. Because the white power structure has been consistent in how they treat black folks. They have been consistent, Baba. They have never not done this. When have you known white folks to change their colors? They have never changed their color. So black folks ain't being tricked. We not being fooled. We not being bamboozled. We are willingly surrendering our intelligence and common sense because we want to be accepted by white people. We don't want to be free. We don't want to be independent. We don't want liberation. We don't want black banks, black schools, black hospitals, black factories, black shipping. We don't want black families. We don't want black wives. We want to be accepted by white people. And for the right to be accepted by white people, we are willing to do anything under the sun.